So Ryan, what's it like being one of the coach's grad assistants here on the staff?
It's been a lot of fun, a chance to learn the game of basketball from a different perspective. So I'm just trying to soak everything in, learn as much as I can. Just a lot of stuff that's not even basketball related that these coaches have to do, whether it's recruiting or film breakdowns or, scouting reports and all this other types of stuff that, as a player, you just, you read the scouting report or you see the film and you don't really realize how much really goes into it. So I've been just trying to soak everything in, but it's been a lot of fun for sure.
How did the opportunity come about?
Well, Tommy just had given me a call. I'm obviously friends with some of the old people, Joe Pasternak and stuff, and Sean as well. So I was kind of talking with them a little bit about possibly doing this role. And when I had got injured in Lithuania, Sean had given me a call and kind of threw the idea out there. And I kind of was like kind of thinking about it, but then I wasn't sure. But once all the changes happened and everything, and Tommy, in his first couple of days took the time to reach out to me, it meant a lot. And I basically kind of just snowballed from there. And I just ran with it, and it's been good for sure.
Did you think this would be your life path 5 years ago, 6 years ago?
Yeah. If you would have asked me even when I was playing here, like what I would want to do after playing, I always wanted to coach. I love the game. I love every little details of the game. I'm sure if you remember, in my times here, like I always was very thankful of Arizona and everything that it's about. So the chance to come back here and start my coaching, I didn't think I would be able to do that. I thought I'd maybe go back to my local high school or something like that when it was all said and done. But the chance to start and learn here, I mean, it was like almost a no-brainer once I decided that I really wanted to switch over to that side.
I think, if I can remember correctly, you own the gold jersey pretty much practice-wise. Can you convey that type of effort and whatever to the guys you're now coaching?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm obviously kind of a bridge between the coaching staff and the players. I understand their perspective of obviously like how some of the traditions of what Sean liked to do and then what Tommy's trying to implement as well. And, some even just the habits and things that, defensively or offensively that guys have had from, let's say, last year. I can understand, hey, this is how we're trying to do things now. And definitely just the thing I've been trying to preach to them is like we have a great opportunity this year to write a new chapter. And I think it comes, like you said, it starts with hard work every day. And obviously that's something I really took a lot of pride in. So I don't really talk too much about myself. If they want to look up some old YouTube highlights or something, they can. But I mostly just try to preach, it's a great opportunity that they have. Let's work hard every day. And the guys have really been doing that for sure.
You've been pretty clear about, like you just said, the opportunity here as a coach. But I just wondering, now that the season is getting closer, is there a part of you that says, maybe you can still play or you still want to play or, that desire and all?
Oh, for sure. It's funny, like I watch the guys like practice or do certain things, and like I want to just get out there and just be like, show them myself. And I could still do it, but it's just like trying to turn that switch off. Or even just in the red-blue game, just seeing the guys get out there and play, brings your energy back. Like I haven't seen Mikhail lit up like that in a couple years. I came back for a game when I was still playing maybe 2-3 years ago. But, just seeing, of course, the energy in Mikhail and everything like that, it fired me up for sure. It always will. I joke with the guys, too, I might get in one of these drills one of these days and mix it up with them in the post a little bit.
Well, you can as a GA, right?
Yeah.
I mean, do you think, is your knee good enough that you could do that?
Yeah. I'm basically 100% healthy now. I got to play half court for sure. I'm not running up and down the court with those guys. But I can definitely get in there and mix it up. I probably will, honestly, so maybe my word will hold a little bit more weight or something if I tell them a move or something once I give them some business. So, I'll definitely get on the court. I already have a little bit with them, but as of right now, I've just been working a lot with the guys on the side and after practice and before practice and stuff like that.
What are your impressions of Zoo? Have you got to just get a little?
Yeah, I love Zoo. I think from watching a lot of the tapes from last year, I think he showed flashes last year. Our biggest thing with him is just doing it all the time. playing with the motor, using his amazing, God-given abilities all the time. Like don't take a play off. Don't let anybody kind of take you out of your game. But he's amazing. We talk a lot. I was obviously played 2 different times in Lithuania, so that kind of gives us some stuff to talk about. He's kind of a more quiet guy, so just a chance to talk to him, kind of, whether it's just little jokes like guys have a green jersey on in practice or something. I'm like, just pretend you're playing against Zalgiris or something like that. It's like jokes that like probably nobody else would get except for him, but it allows us to have a good relationship. And I mean, he's shown unbelievable growth to me in the few months that I've been here. So I think we're looking forward to him, kind of showing you guys and showing everybody what he's been doing, and hopefully he can build on last year.
Zeus said something like, when I asked him the favorite thing about his hometown, he said the food, the Lithuanian food. I don't know, did you find anything there?
Yeah. Every country I went to, I always tried their food. I tried tried to learn the language a little bit while I was there. Lithuanian food's pretty good. They had like, I forget what it's called. I'd have to ask him again, but it's like this like potato ball with like meat in it with like sauce over it. That thing was good. But then there's some other stuff that I asked him. I was like, he's like, yeah, that's not good. I had like this like beet soup. He loves that, and I'm not a fan of that. It's not good to me. It's like cold like tart soup. It's not good. But so we have ability to talk about stuff like that. And obviously I was in Vilnius a lot, his hometown. I spent Christmas there with my mom one Christmas. So we have stories we can talk about a little bit, and hopefully he knows that we have a little bit different connection a little bit.
The roster makeup now compared to when you were here, totally different. Obviously, just so many international players now.
Mm-hmm.
Just how different is that? Because I guess you never know if you can speak French or whatever number it is.
Yeah. I mean, I think that gives us a great advantage. One thing I've learned from playing overseas is there's really good players everywhere. And I think a lot of guys here in America, they think, NBA, and then it's just this huge drop-off of talent like in Europe or other countries. And I think our team is a perfect example that shows us that guys can play from all over. I mean, you see Ben, how athletic and physically gifted he is and talented. Then you see Azulis and how physically gifted and talented he is. And even all the way down to like our young guys like Adama Ball and stuff like that from France. Like there's talent everywhere. And I think our ability, like guys talking French to each other or just having different styles of game, like I think they play a little bit, I don't want to say like unorthodox, but not a customary as like Americans play. And I think that gives us a huge advantage this year, hopefully just kind of blending all those talents in Tommy's system. I think it's going to be great to watch, and hopefully we can put it all together.
Going off that, how different is college basketball from when you were playing to now, kind of the style you see, if there's any differences?
Yeah, I think obviously with the rule changes, some of the rule changes with the hand checks and things like that, it was being implemented when I was playing, but I think now the emphasis of freedom of motion and stuff really allows for a system like Coach Lloyd's and high-tempo offenses to really flourish. I think you get guys like Ben or even like a big guy that can move like Azulis or something like that in space, it's really hard to guard them in today's game without picking up, cheap fouls and stuff like that. So I would think that would be the biggest thing, just the overall game speed and the flow of it has ramped up even more. I think it's going to just only continue to play faster. I mean, the rules are just generating more points, more efficiency and everything like that. So everybody's, points per possession and everything's going up.
You've got time for one more. You've seen a couple of different offenses played in different. How would this offense compare to what you've played in before?
Honestly, I'm soaking it all in, and it's so much depth to it, and we're still putting things in, and we're still learning so much. I feel like I'm just like at the tip of the iceberg of all that Coach Lloyd has in his offensive weapons bag. But so far, I mean, it's amazing. I think the biggest thing that I think everyone will like is just the tempo that we play at, the pace. Coach Lloyd's always talking about push the pace, but play under control. So I think we'll see a little bit more up tempo than Arizona fans have maybe seen in the past. I mean, we tried to play fast when I was here, but I think, like I said, the combination of the rule changes and just the different style of players that are here now, I think we're really going to try to push the tempo. So that should be fun to watch. And yeah, there's so many plays and different offensive tricks and stuff that Coach Lloyd has. I'm excited to see some of the out of timeout play calls and stuff this year. I'll try to keep some mental notes of those throughout the year. He's going to have some great stuff for us.